Hey there, everybody. Scott from Hoarder's Hide, back with my first live video in a while. Probably since about a month ago when I sent my tag submission in for grading. It came back. And man, were they rough on me. Man, were they rough. They sent me a sticker. I mean, that was nice of them. And this little wristband. Two things I'll never, ever in my life use. I don't know. I suppose maybe I could wrap this around something, but not my wrist. So anyways, those of you who missed the first video where I got my submission ready, be sure to check it out. Tag Grading, a newish grading company, doing some pretty good things, besides being rough on me. So let's just jump into it. I sent them 40 cards. And I already know what all the grades are because that's just how I am. I got to look. But I sent them 40 cards, and I honestly thought, with the exceptions of some of the original art cards, I honestly thought they all were going to be 9.0s, give or take. I mean, 8.5 to 9. And boy, was I wrong. Boy, was I wrong. So let's bring this overhead in here. So they package everything really well. It's almost like they design these for unboxings. So they're all individually wrapped. I saw videos where people were getting these and they looked like they were already open. Mine are definitely sealed. And they are definitely sealed. All right. Of course, first one I pull out is one of the 9.0s I got. Everything looks great in these slabs. $9.18, so it barely kept its 9. $9.18. Hey, Kyle. Open another. All right, 934, same card. Need to get a 950 or above to get a 10. You know, they tag doesn't do 9.5. But like I said, I would have bet almost every one of them. Now here's one that I knew was going to be low. I didn't quite think of 4.5. See if it'll pick up. You can kind of see a little crease right there. I didn't know how much that would drop it. And then there's some dimples around the perforations. Yeah, so there's my 4.5. They they are just pretty damn strict. 7. And again, this is another one that I would have bet would have been somewhere in the 9 range. So this might be one that I'll hit up and do a deep dive on. Hey, Chip. But yeah, I mean, this to me, I don't see, 740. I mean, that's kind of low. So yeah, I'll probably deep dive that one a little bit. Yeah, maybe it's something to do with the perforated cards, because I actually got quite a few of these with that grade, 739. And again, I don't know, what they're picking up, because these look pretty good. This one hurt a little bit. Another 7, but the green. And again, all right, I do see something down there on that corner, but man, a 7. Brutal. These guys are brutal. $8.5, $8.88. So that was 12 points away from a 9. Chip Tag is a new company, a year, give or take, maybe longer, but everything's computerized. They should be the premier grading, because when they give you a grade, you know why you got the grade you got. Because you can scan this little QR code, and it will show you all the details on the card. So here again, this is one I thought all of these were going to be somewhere between a 6 and an 8 probably. And I got these just because they're cards for original art that I have. So these were staying in the PC for sure, and I wasn't really concerned about a grade on them. Yep. Another 6. I'm kind of surprised disappointed they didn't put the artist information on the card, but I know they're trying to keep it consistent. But another 6. London Falling, there's an 8. Another 8. And again, I really did on these cards. I just found them on eBay and ordered them. I didn't pay attention to condition or really scrutinize them. I just wanted the cards to go with the art. But yeah, Chip, these cases are awesome. You know, as long as you're displaying it against a black, well, any color background but white, you know, they're going to have a good look to them. Because all this is lasered in, and I believe it's lasered into the inside of the case. Because I don't feel anything. So it's lasered into the case before it's sandwiched together. So these guys do a drop every once in a while. They call them drops, and they sell a limited number of. There's a 6.5. They sell a limited number. Yeah, and this card definitely has problems. Again, I wasn't crazy concerned on these. I just wanted them slabbed. But they sell a limited number of drops for $14 a card. And then they send you the submission kit and everything you need to send them in. Their regular price is $20 a card. Another 8. And it just amazes me that these cards, getting the 8s, are grading better than the, like, you know, this 7. But when I pull up the deep dive, you'll see exactly. $9.23 signature card. Top Cal, I remember who it is. Steve for Chow. I actually sent in another autograph card that they sent back because I remembered after the fact that it was a send away. I got the redemption in the mail or in a pack. Now this would have been really sweet as a 10. It came back at $9.43. The blue. I may send this one back in, crack it and send it back in, just to see if it scores the same exact grade again. I also have a 9.5 Beckett that I'm going to send in. Six on this skybox. Again, just another one I've got the original art for, so not really concerned. Chip, good question. I don't know. I minor cleaning, and that's just as much as wiping fingerprints off. But as far as pressing, I can't say that I've tried, and I don't know what good it would do. I mean, I suppose it's probably possible, but you also run the risk of another one. I swore this would have been a 9. You run the risk of pressing any minor speck of dust or dirt into the card, and this company 100% would pick that up. So that'll be a good one to do a dive on. We'll look into that one. There's another one that's kind of disappointing. Billy Ripken Fuckface card. Another one I really thought was going to be higher. Jaromir Jagr 90 Pro set 942. Again, we got close to a 10. Needs to be a 950. I sent in a lot of Jagrs, and they were all over the board. Again, I thought they were all going to be 9 and maybe even 10 candidates. Harry Kane. I don't know. Somebody said these were worth sending in if they got 9s or 10s. 926. So let's see how creative I can get. Let's put him up there. And let's go. See what they say about old MJ. All right, so we're looking at Michael Jordan. There we go. And I'm going to switch over to number 3. And now when I drag this little slider, it shows me a surfaced defect transparency is what they're calling it. It shows every individual scores on centering, corners, front and back, surface. So this card got its biggest ding on the back corners. So they go as far as to grade not the entire corner itself, but the front corner and the front of each corner and the back of each corner. So you see the front, it only marks these 2 little scratches. On the back, it picks up several scratches, and then plus what, ink surface defect. Just think if they graded comics like this. So now we know the back got the worst. And if we look, the corners, the back bottom right's fine. The right edge is fine. The top corner was fine. Top right. Top left corner seems to be fine. The bottom left corner dropped down to an 830. On the back. And I don't know. Right there. And I guess that does kind of enhance so you can click on the defect and it will take you right to whatever it is. Takes you to the scratches. And then this highlights every little defect. Front corners 912, back corners 812. Again, with that bottom left being the big culprit. They're still getting a lot of pushback. I mean, it's like somebody new trying to come in and, you know, take over CGC's spot. Even if you have a better product, people have to use you. You have to get the marketing. You have to get the market share. You know, but under the naked eye, just looking at it at this level of magnification, I mean, you can barely see that little whatever it is. If I look really hard, I can see it now. You know, Chip, I really can't answer that. I don't know for sure. how they do it. All I know is they don't tell you shit when it comes to why it graded what it graded. Which again is why I'm going to send in this this one that's already graded a 9.5 from Beckett, just to see what they score it at. Man, this is a tough label. So I can see what they score it at. And if they score it, so it's a 9.5, tag doesn't give out 9.5s. Oh, jump here in the middle. These are this would be the equivalent of the tombstones when you send coins in, the rejects. So this is the one they rejected because I got a redemption card out of a pack and I sent it in and they sent me the card. So it's just a standard card with the autograph on it. So that they will not grade. Then this one kind of bothers me. They sent my Griffey back. The reason they sent it back is it is miscut by 2/100ths. The card dimension is supposed to be 3.5 by 2.5. And it's 3.49 by 2.52. And according to them, that won't fit in their holder. So, rejected card. And again, this is another one I thought was a solid 9 candidate. Who knows? But that's how precise they are with their grading. You know, now would this? I probably will. I can't say. I probably will. I'd like to maybe send this into one of the other companies just to see if they grade it. No, they don't think it was trimmed because one edge is actually bigger than it should be, and one edge is slightly smaller than it should be. So they call it an oversized card because one dimension is over. So if one dimension is over on this one, then the card beside it probably was an undercut. Yeah, that was one card I was really anxious to see. I mean, a lot of these I was anxious to see what they graded, but that's one could have potentially been a money card. And this, they just called it processing failure. But they rejected that like the day they got it and opened up the box. Another Harry Kane pink this time. 926, 936. Turnaround is on the $14 drop was 20 days. I think they just raised that to 30. 905, barely made a 9. And all these soccer cards, they literally came straight out of a pack and went straight into a sleeve. and this is what they're grading. But 30 days is what the $20 turnaround time is. So 9:30, 9:32. But these are definitely the best looking slabs out of any of the companies. 814. I don't know what the hell happened on this one. With these shiny cards, probably scratches. They've got some sheen to them. But again, that was another one. It was straight out of a pack and into a penny sleeve. My one and only 10.0. As far as hockey cards go, I was told this was a good card. So, not saying it's going to pay for the submission, but at least there's one bright side. Hopefully they hold their value. Well, I mean, hopefully I don't want to say hold value, they gain value. I hope it catches on. 90 Fleer Jordan. That would have been nice to get a few more points out of. A 930. A lot of my older cards like that, I am kind of amazed. Nickel sleeves instead of penny sleeves. 89 hoops. These cards were so common. There are just so many of them. But I still thought they would grade higher. 8.5 on a 91 Fleer. 887. So it was almost a 9. It was close. It's still 13 points. I actually have a few different cards. An 839. I've got a few different cards that are graded by other companies that I'm going to send in. My 10.0s from other companies I will not crack. But if it's lower than a 10, I'll send it in just to see what it scores. 6. I was kind of grasping at straws for cards to fill out this 40 card order because the cutoff is 1989. I have a lot of cards prior to 89 that are no brainers to get graded. So once they get different size, where we got 836, once we get different size holders and they start taking some of the older cards, but 100% I'll be sending any comic card that I want slabbed, I'll be sending into them. 5.5. What the fuck? I know to look at these a lot better before sending them in, like using a scanning electron microscope or some shit like that. Because they are brutal. These are the ones I don't understand. I would have bet every one of these I sent in would have been nearly identical. 706, so that was barely a 7. $9.28. I mean, $7.68 for a 7.5. $6.85 for a 6.5. Again, I would have put that. I would have put them all basically at the same grade. Oh, they're all got at the same time. They're all put in sleeves at the same time. $6.37. And finally, Mr. Irrelevant. $5.5. Again, another one I don't understand where this one comes from. I mean, that just looks like it should be a hell of a lot better than 5.5, doesn't it? But if we look at the dig, front was an 823, back was a 545. Mainly the corners. The back corners bottom corner was a 792. Top back with a 606. Bottom back with a 966. Or top back, bottom. You know, and it's weird that the surface was scored so well, but there's only 5 flaws, I guess. Front corners. So what are they saying? That's the back. By God. My God, I see it. See it now. The freaking bend. I sure as fuck see it now. Back edges. Yep, right there. Hell, when you blow it up, it almost looks like it's a tear. Then this is the other nice thing they do, just kind of irrelevant. If you saw the thumbnail for the live, you can download all the images. The images are all free. They're all included. And you can, and they have them for you in different formats. So let's download that high res back. You know, there's a nice little mirrored image. But yeah, when you zoom in, you cannot see it. You know, I did scan all these in before I sent them, just in case they were lost in transit. But I didn't do an individual scan. I did a where are they? Where's Pavel? There he is. All right. Oh, but it was a back where you could see that. So, the back of that card is going to be there. I guess. I mean, you'd look at that and you'd almost think that it was a just glare or something on the scanner bed, but yeah, this definitely shows you every little fray. Who's got time to scan and look at everything before they send it like this? But you can definitely see the difference there between this card And this card. Well, I think that'll do it for the tag unboxing today. Overall, I can't be disappointed with the whole process. I mean, even now, under their new open pricing on those $20 grading cards, as long as you do 5 or more, they send you a free grading kit. So they send you everything you need to put your cards in and package them up to ship them off. And that makes it really easy. I mean, people that do this for a living have the shit laying around to send them in, but somebody like me, I mean, that's perfect. You can bypass their grading submission kit. I don't know if that saves you money or not. But yeah, I would definitely be, continue to use them. I hope they catch on. Hope they don't fold up. But they've been around for a year and seem to be doing pretty well. Seem to be going strong. So just keep churning away, I guess. I don't have that many more to get graded. I've got, again, a few. I'll resubmit one of these cards just to see if it comes back with the same exact grade. I would expect it being computer graded to come back within a point or two. And then I've got a couple from other companies I'm going to send in to see how close they come to the grade the other company gave them. And that's about it. So definitely don't be afraid to try them out. If you got anything you want graded, it's a pretty painless process. Definitely a lot less painful than sending anything into CGC. Oh, hey, thanks, Kyle. Yeah, I just don't have time to go live as much as I'd like. Just work. So, but hopefully, if work slows down a little bit coming into winter, maybe I'll do a few more lives. I'm going to work this weekend, I think, on building some more shelves when I'm not sitting in on the C3 live streams. Plenty of activity this weekend to keep everybody busy. So, all right. Thanks for hanging out, watching me ramble about all these graded cards. I did all of this basically for these 6 or 7 cards here. I had a couple more I wanted to send that I have artwork for, but they were either odd size or they were too old. So that'll be next time. Hopefully they'll be set up for those. But guys, hit me up offline if you got any more questions about any of this tag shit. Not that I'm an expert, but since I've been through it once, it's pretty painless. So, all right, everybody. Have a good rest of the week. Hope to see you at C3 this weekend. Take care.